What's up, guys? My name is Justin. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back on iRacing for another week of PCC Production Car Challenge, back after the off week from Auto Club last week, back in the Renault Clio as usual. And we are at, what's the place called? Road Atlanta. I can read and remember, I promise. So we're going to see how it goes. Should be a lot of fun. I'm excited for it. I like the track here. Not a huge fan of it, honestly, in faster cars, IMSA stuff. Proto GT, I struggle a lot here. We've seen that on the channel before. And IMSA stuff, I've just never really felt good or gotten along well here. I don't know why that is. Even when we were practicing and winning Petit Le Mans, I just never felt comfortable going really fast and aggressive here. But I've always liked it in PCC and back when we had GTC and even in Global Challenge, and it's kind of slower cars. So excited for this. We do have another Clio with us. We have I just gotta go find him. Raphael, so good luck to Raphael. He's about 2 seconds off of me in queue, but I don't think my race pace is quite that fast, so good luck to him. Hope he has a good race. Hopefully we can have a good battle at the front. We're not a million miles off the fast 86s and Mazdas, so hopefully with a little bit of gap, we'll be able to not be caught immediately. They're, the fastest 86 is, 1.2 seconds faster somehow, which is crazy, but the Mazdas are about 7, 8 tenths somewhere in there faster, so we'll see how it shakes out. Should be a lot of fun. I was watching Muhammad, or not watching, but I was looking at some of his results. He was in the mid 35s, I believe. So nowhere near that, but that's pretty par for the course. So I was pretty happy with my lap. I felt like mid 36 was about where I needed to be, and that's what we did. So I think my race pace is more like high 36, 37 dead, somewhere in there. But again, should all be good fun. We should be in good shape. So hope you enjoy this one. I hope you're having a great Friday. Make sure you drop that like, sub down below. If you didn't see yesterday's video with the interesting title, make sure you go check out yesterday's video of the Kia in Global Challenge at Suzuka. That was a crazy and interesting one, so make sure you go check that one out, but do that after you finish this one. So again, hope you have a great Friday. Again, appreciate all the love and support as always. Drop that like, sub down below on this video. Tomorrow we have, what do we have tomorrow? Monster Jam, I think, again tomorrow. And then Sunday is Road Trip Adventure, and then Monday, not sure, still trying to get a Gen 4 race in at Darlington official, and still trying to figure out when I'm going to do Proto GT at Daytona to get my 8th week of that participation, and trying to line something up with Will. We'll see if that happens or not, though. So should be a lot of fun. I'm ready to go. I don't know how many BMWs we have. Apparently 9. 7 of them qualified. They were all comfortably faster than we were, so shouldn't be any drama or anything there. Trying to think of what else I need to tie up for loose ends. I can't really think of anything. It's been a great week of racing so far, honestly, so I'm hoping that we can continue that and have some good fun here. I always like, again, racing here in slower cars. Nighttime is an interesting choice, but decided to kind of, again, they ask us when we make the schedule and submit to kind of shake up the time of day. And so I try to, start the season with some, early morning sunrise, the start of the season, end it with some sunset, some night races at tracks that are semi-appropriate. So participation's been down a little bit here just because it's a nighttime race, I think, even though it's a really popular track, but still pretty strong. I think this did split into 2 splits. So yeah, we should be in good shape. We have basically a full field again, 41 cars here, which means we had just a couple short of being a full field of 44. So I'm excited for it. Hopefully it's good again. Hopefully it's entertaining. Hopefully we live. No mistakes would be nice. Does take a little while here because it's a lot of straightaways and high-speed corners and aren't real, heavy braking zones very much around this track, and it being nighttime and cold track temp. It does take about a lap and a half to get some front tire heat, so we're just going to have to be careful and not die. But other than that, we should be good. We're still getting 60 FPS, which is pretty great for 40-plus cars at night, so I'm ready. I'm ready enough. Again, been a great week of racing. I can't believe that just a couple days now we're going to be on to week number 12 and already towards the end of the season. So it's been awesome thus far. I'm very, very excited for what we're doing here, still what's to come, and so on and so forth. So if Raphael wants to go up ahead and start around the back of these BMWs, we'll have to at least think about it, because again, I don't really want to have to pass anybody, but it's also easy to get caught up in BMW messes early, so we'll have to weigh that, play it by ear. I don't really mind it. I've talked with Carl. We really need split pace car starts. I don't really mind when people want to start right up on the leading class. It just the risk is so much higher. I don't think I'm in any threat of this guy finding 2 seconds of pace or me losing 2 seconds of pace and him just, being so far out ahead that we never catch him. But, never know for sure. And again, this place is tricky with nighttime. You never know what's going to come in with traffic and so on. So usually better safe than dead, but we'll just have to play it by ear. Apparently my throat is done. We just finished the K5 race, the Rockingham 87s race that you saw a couple days ago. So that just finished like 20 minutes ago. So still fresh off of talking through that for 2 hours, but we'll give this a whirl anyways. I saw there was a Clio in here. I felt ready to go and didn't have enough prep to really run any Proto GT practice, nor was I ready to run Gen 4 official without checking any of that out. So still on the bucket list for the week. Again, we got racing coming up next week. PCC is at Navarro week 12, which I'm very excited about. I love that track. We still have a K5 at Stafford. Again, that's going to be a tough one to make the field. Nick's keeping a shorter field. And Diet Dr. Pepper is wrapping up the Gen 4 series at Kansas. We've already locked up that championship, provided that we can make the race. So just going to go in there, try to have some fun, have a solid day, and that should be good enough. And also going to do a season recap video, kind of recapping Proto GT, PCC, the other stuff I've done this season, the leagues, everything else. Do a full recap video of the season.
Creating a gap.
And then we will be on to season number 4. So we'll also have PCC voting by the time you see this going up in about a week and a half. So make sure you keep an eye on the forums for that. Make sure you vote on the forums for PCC stuff. So might as well put those in there right now. And yeah, so lots of good stuff going on. Racing's been great. All the support's been awesome. So thank you all so much for all the love and words of encouragement you always throw me. But let's get ready to rock and roll here. See if we can get by this guy here in the early laps, stay in good shape, and we'll have some fun. So let's get to it. Snacks and drinks. Always remember snacks and drinks. All right, now we're ready. I wasn't really intentionally trying to line up that last corner to get a big run on this guy, but it just worked out like that with where he started. Thankfully, he was sensible there and backed out. The 86 has left us about 10 seconds, which is great. Just got to survive the S's here in these next couple of corners. And they'll get away down these next couple of straightaways, thankfully. Sorry, Raphael, I wasn't trying to get a big run on you there and jump you. I just was trying to leave some gap to the guys behind, and they didn't go when I thought they would. That's my fault.
Yeah, horrible.
Alright, well, onto the backstretch. Guy is still 6 car lengths behind. These cars draft pretty well, so we'll stay close for now. Just got to keep an eye on that. We have now lost the BMWs ahead, which is nice. Let them get away. And we'll try to go into our normal pace, our normal conservative mode. And we got 25 minutes as usual here for PCC every single week now. No varying schedule lengths anymore. I still miss my 40-minute and 60-minute races, but that's okay. Nice and smooth through the chicane for the first time. Again, don't want to burn the front tires off. Don't want to go too crazy or too aggressive. We got through there pretty well. Still hanging in the draft behind, about 10 car lengths or so. And that's one lap done. It should be, again, 17 to 18, I would think. It's probably 17-ish. So I feel good. Feel good about our pace. Yeah, our long run pace is more like a 37 flat-ish, but no need to push here. Here's some dead people ahead. Hopefully they all can survive and keep going. Looks like most of them are, so we're good. Yeah, we really need those BMWs to run away so that we don't have to worry about any of them dying and rejoining or, you know, wrecking across track. Because again, visibility is at a premium here with nighttime. These cars don't have great headlights. There's not a lot of night lighting around this track. There is some, but there's not a lot. Another dead one up here. He's parked off on the right, actually. It said car stopped on the left, but he's definitely on the right. Unless he moved, not sure. But
What the hell, dude?
regardless, got a decent exit out of there, so we pulled away a little bit from Raphael behind. He's still doing well, though. He's actually hanging on okay, so hopefully he's able to get through this. Again, hopefully we don't take, hopefully we can win, obviously, knock on wood. If things just go well, we can pick up a victory, but hopefully he doesn't lose too much ironing. I always feel bad, as you know, with getting someone in a 1v1 split like this. Just a tough situation. Don't like taking ironing off of guys there. Just working on their racecraft or learning or whatever, but obviously I have to try to win. So hopefully he at least has some fun, learns some, gets some good ironing out of it. That would be good, I think, on all counts. This BMW is going to catch us here at a terrible spot. Don't think he's going to catch us by turn 1. 37.6 there. Again, a little bit of a conservative lap, but we're still building some tire temp and watching for dead bimmers and such. But through here nicely. Not sure if the BMW is going to be able to catch through this section and up through the S's. Hope he doesn't, but you never know. They do make pretty good corner speed, actually. Through fast corners, they just don't stop very well or change direction very well, as I ran quite a bit wide there. So we'll just back that down, make sure we get stopped and turned in here. Don't go too crazy. Guy behind should be able to go past us here, I would think.
Here, Greg, out, turn one, watch out, Monto, watch out. Oh, no.
Is he coming? Nope, not yet.
Calling it out. No, dude.
Alright, we'll get this bimmer past us, and then we'll have about 3.5 seconds back to Thomas, the leading 86, who just went past Raphael behind us. Sounds like there's been some chaos in the Mazda field. That's where most of the high ironing guys are, myself excluded and Thomas excluded. The rest, I think, were all Mazdas. So just about 4.5 seconds back. That Clio, though, so fast down the straight, actually going to repass the guy. So they're battling a little bit. Andres wished him good luck. Kyle as well, pre-race. Others. But they're having some issues and some drama back there, it looks like. We got about 5 seconds back. Nicholas is already dead. He was like the 3-car Mazda as well. Regular PCC guy, good guy. 37.2 is okay. Again, nice chill conserve here. We're in no rush, no hurry. Safe is better than dead, especially right now with nothing to gain. Got some nice clean air. Not going to push the issue with track limits or curbs or anything of the sort right now. About 5 seconds back to Thomas still. He has already like a 7-second lead on the other lead 86s, so he must be incredibly good. Wouldn't surprise me if he was 6K plus. I think the first couple of guys in the split were 6K plus, so he'll be on us in no time, but then thankfully we'll have some gap back to the second and third and so on, 86s behind. So yeah, it's been a really good PCC week. I think this is I can't remember if this is my 7th week or my 8th week of participation, but regardless, it's another one on the books. They'll count for points. Not that we're chasing points, just for reference, but it's been a really good season. I've been really pleased with it. Knock on wood again, we've had 0x so far. We just got to get through this one and one more at Navarra next week for a 0x season. Not that it really matters. We have had 2 incident points in the season as of this moment. Both of them 1Xs in Ford GT2, actually. So it's been a really good season, successful season. Again, I'll have a full season recap video probably a week from Monday. On the last day of the season, since I will then want to have some week 13 stuff coming out later that week. So yeah, it's been a good season, a successful season. I've been really happy with it, but we still have about a week and a half to finish it out. I've accomplished pretty much all the goals I had, other than making a couple too many incidents in the Ford. My Ford pace hasn't been great, neither has my Clio pace, actually, to be fair, but it's been sufficient. I've had a lot of fun, which is always obviously the main goal. Everything else is kind of secondary to that. So yeah, it's been a good season success-wise, and just I've really enjoyed my racing this season, which is what I aim to do. Again, I have a couple other things I haven't really revealed publicly that I'll talk about in the recap video and stuff, but you'll see that in about a week and a half. So if you are a road guy and you watch my PCC and Ford GT2 and Kia content, make sure you check out my Diet Dr. Pepper races from recently, as well as my K5 87s races. They were both very, very good races this past week, so go check those out from earlier in the week. And if you're an oval guy just watching my road stuff, definitely go watch the Kia video from yesterday. That was, again, a video I'd love your thoughts and feedback on, as well as just the fact that it was a good, fun race as well. So let me know your thoughts on that video. I appreciate, again, those of you that are watching all my stuff. It really, really means a lot to me, so thank you all for the love and support. As always, I can't say it enough, truly, because it tickles me to death to have the audience I do, for the support I have. And again, I'm just doing this for fun for myself, and to have people that care and want to see me do good things is just so special to me. So leading 86 is absolutely flying all over us here. Probably catch us whenever we let him, basically. Probably just let him go here down the front stretch. Considering he'll be significantly faster through this first sector here. Absolutely flying. That's madness. But again, they don't give out 6Ks for nothing. We're 5 laps done and he's got a 15-second lead, so that tells you all you need to know. Even if there was drama and traffic and stuff, I mean, the 8-car Al, good driver, he's like a 4K, so he's not a slouch by any means, but this guy's just obviously on a different level. He almost died there, though. He got all that curb and probably dropped the wheel and almost died, but he saved it. That was pretty wild. Raphael's still hanging on behind us, only about 9 seconds back, so doing a really good job so far. Yeah, I talked a lot this week in the Darlington video, in the K5 video, in yesterday's Kia video, about how much support I've gotten lately and words of encouragement for the good things I've been trying to do in the community, not just my community with JKR, but the PCC community, but the DDP and the K5 communities, to try to help people out that are seeking help and want to get better and improve and ask good questions. I don't mind sharing information. I don't mind trying to help people that want to improve and get better. So that's all been good. I've had a lot of great things happening in JKR. I'll just touch on a lot of those briefly. We've gotten Gavin into recording finally, so make sure you check out Gavin with iRacing. I think that's his YouTube name.
You're good.
But he started recording some more videos, and we got him into it. Will hooked him up, so thanks, Will, for taking the time for that. And it's been great to watch him grow and develop, both as just a driver in general, and obviously in PCC and the 86 has been a lot of fun to watch. And the other big thing that's happened, we've talked about a couple different times, Bryce has started running more oval stuff. Been a lot of fun to watch him learn and again pick up information and challenge himself, so he's been doing phenomenal. Will's been in and out with vacations and injuries and all sorts of stuff, so he's been around and about, but he's still doing well. Who else do we see regularly? Chad, I think he kind of gave up on running the 86 weekly along with the M2, but he's still running PCC every week, and he's again made great strides with his multi-class work. He and Will had a great run in the Portimao 1,000 kilometers a couple weeks ago. I'm probably missing some people that I watch like every single day, but whatever. I don't know if Bob's run PCC yet this week. I saw he was in practice earlier in the week, but I don't recall if he's run yet. I would be curious to see his thoughts on this track and the racecraft and obviously the nighttime and stuff, so I'm sure I'm missing people that I watch all the time. Carl's been doing some great things as well with his continued track checklist. He's gotten some good results in. Won an SRX race last week, so he's down under 15 tracks now to go. To get that award, obviously a couple new ones will be released in a couple weeks. Jacob Collins as well. We had another good talk recently about checking off cars and tracks and kind of new developments moving forward for the open wheel stuff, and it's just been great. We have Dave back more regular now. He's been away for a little while, but he's back, so that's been awesome to see. So life's really, really good. It's funny how that ebbs and flows. Like, I've had weeks, where we've talked about where everything goes wrong, racing isn't going well, a lot of wrecks, a lot of mistakes. The DDP race at Michigan, that whole race was not good. None of my racing that week was particularly good or clean or smooth. And then, 2 weeks later, here we are, and things are all going phenomenally, and I'm having an awesome week of driving, and I'm having a lot of fun. So it flips just like that. That's why you got to keep your head up and, take the lows for what they are, but realize the next one can be a big high, and you can have a great result and have a lot of fun like 5 seconds later. So all part of it. Obviously, I've seen just about everything in my 12 and a half, coming up towards 13 years now. We're just about 12 and a half years in the next couple months here. But yeah, I've seen it all, good, bad, otherwise, and you just got to take it for what it is, learn what you can if there's a learning opportunity and a learning moment, and then everything else will fall into place, and you'll end up with where you're supposed to be. So it's all part of the journey. There's always going to be another high, but there's also always going to be another low. But it balances everything out, and that's what makes the highs so enjoyable, is having those lows. Without the lows, the highs wouldn't mean anything, and you wouldn't be excited, and you wouldn't strive for them so much. So the reason we all are so passionate about the highs that we find in whatever we're doing, for me, again, it's iRacing and cars and such, but the reason we care so much is because we crave that feeling of success and accomplishment when we've reached the high. The low provides that. The low provides the yin to the yang of, okay, this is how bad things could be. But again, you have to keep that in perspective. A bad day on iRacing is still better than, having a sick relative or being sick yourself, or, having something go wrong with your home that you have to fix or pay for, or not being able to get food, or, there are so many more bigger issues in the world that a bad day on iRacing. I've tried really hard to keep that in perspective of what that actually means. It's easier said than done a lot of times, but it's just been a true blessing, and still very, very thankful and very blessed for everything I have. But
We're not in the same class, buddy.
yeah, so I just try to keep that in perspective. A bad day on iRacing is still a good day,
I'm not
and
trying to
there are
race you.
definitely
I'm
more
trying to
good
race
days on
that road in
iRacing.
front of me.
Again, I've had this a long time. I've won just tons of races, thousands of races. I've had tons of successes, won world championships, won leagues, everything. So I know what those highs are like, and I still care enough to chase them. I still care enough to be driven towards them and want to find them and seek
Ready?
them out and seek out challenging myself and still making sure I'm at the top of my game. Because if I wasn't, I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't keep driving if I was just here to participate.
I was listening to what you passed.
But I still feel like I have a lot to give. I still think I have a lot of success to find. I don't know, again, what that's going to look like. I thought I was done with, competitive leagues and chasing points, but here we are, DDP champions, hopefully in a couple days, knock on wood again. So, I mean, anything can happen. Anything's out there. Again, I don't really chase league points anymore because it is extremely stressful. You know how stressful this last week has been for me, but also, it's a big time commitment. You can't do anything else with your family if you're going to really lock down towards that. You can't have any other plans or trips interfere or power outages or work or anything. It's a big commitment, and that's why it's so incredible that it's all come together for this and everything's worked out, and I'm so proud of it and so thankful for it. And I just hope I represent the league well. I hope I represent myself well, my friends, my YouTube channel, my family. I hope I represent everybody well as a front runner, a contender, and a champion to that. I think that's the one car I just disconnected. Hopefully not, but I think it is. Unfortunate. So yeah, it's been great. Again, as the face, or I say the face, not really the face. I'm not the face of the PCC community. I'm the given leader at the moment, and I'm the one that's the contact with iRacing and organizes things and puts it all together, but I'm not the face of it. It's not about me. It's about the series and about the drivers and the fun we all have. But I just happen to be the guy that puts everything together and submits it in a nice, neatly packaged with a bow, thing to iRacing is all that is. But regardless, I try to represent well. You all know that. I try to carry myself with class, and that doesn't always happen. Sometimes I have bad races, lose my temper, lose my cool, but that's because I care so much about this. I care so much about the series I drive, the people I'm friends with, the people I get to race with. I care so much about it because it is so important to me and because it is a big part of my life, honestly. So I'm going to keep being passionate about it. If there was ever a day where I wasn't passionate about it and I didn't care anymore, again, that's my sign that maybe it's time to be done and go do something else, because at that point, why are you doing it? So,
Thank you.
just about 9 minutes to go here.
I missed auto club already.
Raphael still hanging in there. I just saw he was about 20 seconds back still, so he's doing a really good job. Still cruising. Can still see him behind us on the relative, which is great. Still have some space here, about 14 seconds back to Al in the 8 car, who may catch us, but I think the BMWs will catch us, and that's going to be about it. So, nice clean track has been good. I've enjoyed this. It's not too bad visibility-wise here at night. But, obviously a little bit more difficult than driving here in the daytime. But I have, again, from all of our IMSA practice and Petit Le Mans practice for the last nearly decade now, I know this place, again, with my eyes closed. Like I know almost every track on iRacing that I own with my eyes closed. So, what that means, no idea. But I'm not having any trouble around here at night once I figured out what this car liked as far as corner speed and brake markers, etc., etc. So, we're doing good. We're in good shape. We're doing good things. I've enjoyed it, so I hope you have as well. Got the hiccups from talking too much, as I tend to do. You all know. Yikes. Again, sorry I got a little bit deep there and philosophical and all up in the feels, but it's been that kind of week for me. It's been very stressful, good and bad, but it's made me think a lot, do some good reflection, and kind of put all this in perspective as to what this actually means for my life and the person I am. So,
Sorry.
I love being competitive on the sim. I love racing, both in sim racing and in real life. I love cars in the sim and in real life, but that's all secondary to being a good person and doing the right things to be a good member of society and a positive person, because there are enough people that have negative attitudes and woe is me and bad life and stuff, but I don't want to ever add to that. I tell that to my CF doctors all the time. They're like, how do you come into a CF appointment where there's always a potential for really bad news or struggle or something going wrong? 37 dead there. What'd I tell you? See Muhammad be happy with my 37 dead. There's always potential for bad news in the cystic fibrosis life, but I always try to walk into an appointment with a smile and a positive attitude and keep working and striving and hoping for the best. And my doctors are always like, well, how do you do that? And I'm like, well, you get enough,
What the
you
fuck
know,
was the
grumpy
point of
people
that?
or old people that are people that are having a bad day or going through some
Really?
struggles or whatever. You get enough people doing that. I almost drive off track there for no reason. You get enough people coming in here that are just miserable and hate life or hate you or are just upset at the world or whatever. I don't want to ever add to that. I want to be relaxing. I want to be cheerful as much as I can be. I want to be someone that brings the positive attitude and brings the optimism and is a role model for the people that look up to me. I mean, again, I've talked for years now. I didn't ask for it, but I am basically handed and given the opportunity to be a role model in the CF community for kids younger than me and even parents at this point. I mean, my parents have been involved with the CF Foundation for more than 25 years. And I have my disagreements about the CF Foundation and how they do things, but I recognize that my parents and then myself to an extent as well provide hope. If that's all I do, it's provide a little bit of hope to a young mom with a young kid that's just been given a terrible diagnosis that's going to change their lives. If I provide a little bit of hope for that, then I'm doing the right things. So that's what I try to do each and every day. Again, some of that's through sim racing, some of that's through life, my job, everything. It's the whole package, right? And I just try my best to be that kind of person everywhere I go. So anyways, just about 5 minutes to go, a little bit more. So probably 4 laps based on where the leader's at here. We will get
You know,
lapped here in
just
the
let's
next
get
lap
through
or
these guys
so.
while you have the position.
Leader
Don't
about
talk
6
me out of
seconds behind me. He has a big gap though, so I don't expect any sends, but thankfully I think he's going to catch me on the straight bits anyways, probably the back straight. We've had a really good race. I've been really proud. We haven't made any mistakes, dropped the wheel wrong. Only gotten passed by the one Rocket Fuel 86 there, the 2 car who's just absolutely checked out. He's almost keeping up with some of the BMWs in all honesty, considering the gap they left especially. So
I hate multi-class racing.
you're just not doing it right then, Albert. But anyways, yeah, it's been really enjoyable. I've enjoyed this. It's been
Jesus.
good fun. Sounds like everybody else has had some chaos, but that's pretty much just PCC, to be honest with you. He might not catch me here, 3.5
Man,
seconds.
I got 4 points for incident.
He probably will. Looks like Leo got ran over there. Not sure if that was by a BMW or what, but got hit regardless. Just done over 4 minutes to go now. I think he'll catch me down this brake zone, I would hope. Yeah, definitely should. All right. Brake slightly early just to make sure he can get his corner entry point, get his line. Oh, good. Again, got about 16, 17 seconds here back to Daniel and Ozen. Again, we're not battling anybody, obviously, so we'll just let them go if we can, if it's a safe spot. Let them do their thing, battling for second. Just a couple laps to go here, 3 to go. So yeah, fuel is actually pretty perfect. I run pretty much the same exact PCC set everywhere now. Put a lot of work into it a couple seasons ago when I started driving the Clio with some help from some other people and some advice on what the car likes, and I've run pretty much the same thing everywhere now. So if they never change the race length, we'll be good. That's my motto. That's my memo for this. So in good shape. I've enjoyed this. It's always enjoyable to have a nice fun race, especially when it's an engaging race like this, but also again where I'm not having to push and concentrate quite 100%, more like 90 or 95%, because I can talk about other things going on, other racing, other videos, other things in my life, and so on and so forth. Not a true therapy drive, but, you know, just not having to put so much effort into this that it's, you know, painful or a really boring video of me just sitting here breathing heavily into a mic, basically. So that's it's been good. I've been trying to get some other non-racing content done, recorded. A lot of stuff I'm working on behind the scenes as far as real car stuff, other videos, other racing games. There's a lot of stuff going on with life, honestly, right now. Like, I'm as busy as I have pretty much ever been, pretty much since May. It's been a pretty crazy 3 or 4 months, but things are starting to fall into place and come together, or at least hinting at it. So I'm not going to reveal anything until I have more yet. Some are non-racing videos that you'll see probably before too terribly long, hopefully. But some stuff is just stuff that's going to come when it comes. So again, really excited about not just the state of the channel and about iRacing, but about my life and everything that's going into it. It's all good things, and I'm very blessed and very positive about it all. So we'll have to just play that by ear. That was the 2 to go mark, by the way, popsicle sticks, for those of you counting at home. So we'll have 16 laps, not too bad. I cannot believe the gap that first Toyota has. He's 21 seconds ahead of me and 15 seconds ahead of Al behind, so he has a 35-second lead in 25 minutes. That's just absurd. Another big name disconnect there, Travis. Usually runs Mazda, I believe, as well, but might run 86, I can't recall. But yeah, so just a absolute dominating performance by Thomas. I'm curious to see what the iRating is of he and the one car, because they're just obviously in different leagues. I think the one car, like I said earlier, disconnected. I also think Nicholas disconnected. Nicholas Shepard, who's a pretty prominent PCC member again as well. And I think he was the 3 car, so I think the 1 and 3 cars are both gone. Obviously, I'm the 6 at 4,400, which is telling you how top-heavy this SOF is. But again, it did split, so that's been good. Road Atlanta's a super popular racetrack, but at nighttime has kind of, curbed some of that a little bit. Still been very popular from what I've seen, but maybe just not the ultimate popularity that you'd normally see here if it was daytime or, not quite so late in the season. But that's kind of why I put it here, Get some races that split, get some good races, and still be okay. So 4 seconds to those group behind us back. White flag, credit one bank, one more lap. Number 16, just got to finish this puppy out, have plenty of space, plenty of gap, no pressure. Nice and smooth. If the guys behind us start to catch up, we'll obviously jump out of the way. But again, I think they'll catch us on that straightaway. Maybe the first one, but maybe the backstretch, we'll see. But yeah, no pressure, no drama, nothing stupid, no reason to push the issue here. Those guys, again, of course, are battling for second and third place, so we will not hold them up at all if I can help it. Do my best to get through here well so that they don't catch us till the backstretch. Obviously, I don't really have full control over that. 2.5 seconds, they shouldn't catch me here, so should be good to push on. We have a 86 ahead, Marcus. Sounds like Leo's having more issues with cars behind. These BMWs here should both catch me down this next straightaway off behind here, so we'll just go nice and early apex there. Make sure we get a straight exit.
What the hell?
These two are going to come through here. People are still mad.
That's why you deserve it.
Just stay drivers left, not move over like we normally would. Stay out of the way. Let them go to battle. Give them all the racetrack, and then we'll move over behind them. 10 seconds to the next guy, Patrick. They're going defensive. That's a pretty big block there from Daniel. Might have been fair game, might have been late, not sure, but just gotta keep our head up in case they all wad up or die, or have slowdowns or who knows what. So both keep it together. Hard-fought battle. Good race, everyone. And that's a wrap. So, successful week 11.
I wouldn't go so far to say good race everyone. Good race most of y'all.
Good race, some of you.
Good race, a couple of you.
Well, I had a good race.
Thank you.
I don't know if everybody did, but I had a good race. I had fun, so hope you did. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope your drinks and your snacks were good. Again, appreciate all the people that listened all the way through this, and
You're a dirty driver, man.
people are really mad apparently. So yeah, appreciate everybody that stays through these and listens to them in the background while they're driving or working or whatever. Really means the world to me. So again, we covered a lot of things in this one, but mostly it was about racing. So hopefully Rafael was able to finish up. A couple of cars ahead still finishing up, so we'll just keep cruising here for a little while. Probably park it around this corner. No reason to threaten or scare this poor 86. Get out of the way. Pull over. Did the guy behind finish? Looks like he did. Rafael, only one lap down. Awesome for him. We'll wait for everybody to finish up, and then we will check out the results.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Waiting for everybody here.
It was a good race, though.
Yeah. I mean, I was banking you would make a mistake in the chicane, and you did.
Still waiting, apparently.
Sorry. Sounds kind of bad.
There we go.
Where my tickering was already.
So yeah, let's see what the incidents were like. David had a spotter there. Anybody else have 0x besides me? I would imagine not, based on sounds of it. The 15 car, Douglas only had the 1x. Nobody else had 0. Michael only 2x. 1 for Ben, but he may have left early based on that. Nope, he finished up in 6. So a couple with 1, but nobody else was 0. So I was the only 0x today in whatever 41 cars. Only 6 for Rafael, though, from Norway. So congrats to him on a solid result. Hopefully he had fun, learned a little bit. Hopefully, again, we'll check out here. I didn't want to take too much iRacing off of him, but we will
You're good.
check out the results here momentarily. See how they get on. Plus 11, awesome. So not too bad as far as taking iRacing away. We'll take that. 44-31 is good. We get 86 championship points, which I think is either exactly what we get or maybe one more than we get for running solo. Didn't quite break into the 36s in the race, but we ran 37 flat. Not too bad. Where was the dude in the Clio? There we are. Raphael gained 0.01, so he's already 3.85 D class, probably looking for a promotion here in a couple weeks, so wish him the best of luck on that. And it was good. I had fun. Everything was good. They're still chatting in the race as you'd expect them to, so we'll call it night. Appreciate you all so much. Again, if you're new, drop that sub down below. Drop a like to let me know you enjoyed this video. Make sure you check out the Kia video from yesterday. Diet Dr. Pepper, K5, the previous couple days before that. Everything else I post, the classic racing games I play on the weekends right now, and then everything we're going to have coming up for next week. So appreciate you all. We will call it a night. Hope you have a great rest of your day once again, and we'll see you in the next one. So that's going to be it. Till next time, as always, bye.